night, and you all will be able to meet her at that time. So let's go ahead and move forward with our next speaker. We have Miss Sonya Phillips, and she is a native of Virginia Beach, Virginia. And let me just say this, she also served in the U.S. Army.
Wow.
So we give you an applause and honor for that. She attended Tidewater Community College and Old Dominion University. She is the owner of Stretch Culture, which is a sustainable fashion brand. So she's going to be coming with us with talking about fashion, but also talking to us about self-love and how she was able to tap into this new brand for herself. So come on, you all, let's give Miss Sonya Phillips a hand of applause.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so super excited to be here, you guys. So yes, I'll just take a moment before I get into everything and just share my crown. You know, I have this lovely head wrap, but here you go, ladies. Let's see here if I can get it right. I was trying to, but there you go. So heavy is the crown. So, and I'm worthy. Thank you. I forget who said it earlier, but yes, I am worthy of all my crowns that I wear. So I'll just get started because what God just kind of laid on my heart with just some things going through. I know my career started in 7th grade home ec. That is where I learned to sew. I didn't go to fashion school, any of that stuff. And the message that I have been getting in my life right now is that God does not call to qualify. He qualifies the call. And I feel like somebody out there needs to hear that, because whatever it is you're going through, you may not feel like you're good enough. You may feel like somebody out there better should be doing it. And all I'm going to say to you is you better listen. When God calls you, you better pick up that phone and you need to listen, because 20 years ago, 25 years ago, when I was in that home ec class, I would have never thought I would be a fashion designer. And I wanted to just speak to that manifesting thing. One of my favorite movies in the whole world is Mahogany with Diana Ross, you know, and I just remember that I wanted to be her. I wanted to be rich, and I wanted to be a fashion model, and I wanted a fine old thing like Billy D. Williams to be my arm piece, you know. And I didn't even remember until I was a young adult that in that movie, she was a fashion designer. So I don't know if anyone out there has seen that movie. And so it just reminds me that even in your subconscious, when you ask, it shall be given. And so just to fast forward a little bit to the now time, and I'm just so thankful that I have had a successful business in fashion for over 20 years. I started Stretch Couture in 2001, and I also teach sewing classes. And so with that, I'm thankful that I can not only do this for me, but to help other people. And so that's something I really wanted to share with someone out there too, that you might be going through something right now, but it ain't about you. So get out your feelings, because whatever you're going through right now is to help somebody else. So again, that goes back to God doesn't call to qualify. He qualifies to call. You're going through training right now. You're going through training. So for whatever God is calling you for out there, he's just preparing you. So I just wanted to encourage you today, and, you know, whatever your desire of your heart, whatever you're passionate about, go out there and do it. And so I do have a few notes here that I had in my little thing, you know. Okay, so yeah, so that was the thing I wanted to lead with, is about, you know, hey, go out there and do what you're called to do, whatever it may be. And the next thing I wanted to mention about is that as a fashion designer, you know, I had the opportunity to just be in the presence of just some wonderful people, women from all walks of life. And, you know, as a business owner, you know, working full time, just having a social life, having a lifestyle, even in pageantry, you know, someone mentioned that you have more than one crown sometimes. And it can all get heavy and weigh on your shoulders. And sometimes you may get to a point where you are giving the best parts of yourself away to everyone else. And so I'm just here to remind you to take time for yourself. And so that self-love, that self-care is so important. And I just wanted to share with you guys what the dictionary definition of self-love is. It says self-love, defined as love of self or regard for one's own happiness or advantage. And so when was the last time you did something to make you happy? You know, and I think about that often. I don't know if you guys follow Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, but Will Smith said something one time. He said that he quit. He quit trying to make Jada happy. And he said the job got too hard for him. And he realized that that's not his job to make her happy. And that they both needed to go their own way and fill their own cups and come back full of happiness. And then together, you know, they would do their thing. And so I say that to you because a lot of times we look outward for happiness. Oh, we want to go eat something, or we want to go shopping, or you're looking for a mate. And you think making more money or taking that trip, you know, is going to make you happy. But it's an inside job, you know. And for me, I found myself in that place. They say, oh, you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't pour from the empty cup. Well, I have poured from that empty cup. I have given that cup away. Now I'm sitting around parched with nothing to drink. Like on that movie, he like, can I just get one rib? Because I ain't even got a cup to put it in. So, you know, so that's what has really put me on my path of just remembering that I deserve to be happy. You know, I'm worthy of happiness. I'm worthy of love. And I'm worthy to love myself. And so with that, you know, I just like to speak to you to just say, hey, take those bite-sized pieces of self-love and self-care. If it means sitting on the toilet an extra 5 minutes before you go out there to greet your family, if it means sitting in your car extra 10 minutes before you come in the house, you know, do it, whatever it takes. You know, you get to decide how you self-care. For me, self-care includes me spending time with my girlfriends and, you know, doing unconventional things. Like I love meeting people. So networking is fun for me. I love that. But, you know, I personally have developed a new brand called the Sexy Unicorn, which is focused on professional, busy women that don't take the time to practice self-love and self-care. And it's 3 principles I like to share with you guys that I think pours into it for me. And comment, you know, let me know what you think. So in a world like today, you know, we're CEOs and we're bosses and we are moms and wives and we're working our 9 to 5 just trying to make ends meet. You know, we're TV guest hosts. And at the end of the day, you know, we really deserve to put ourselves first. And it's biblical. And so I have my little Bible verse here that I share with you. And it is Mark 12:30. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. And then 31, the second is this: love your neighbor as yourself. There is no commandment greater than these. So loving your neighbor as yourself implies that you're loving yourself first before you can do it to your neighbor. So it's a gnat in here. Who got that gnat in here? But I just like to share that scripture with people because we get in that mindset that, oh, we got to put our kids first. Oh, we got to put our husband first. Oh, we got to pay these bills. We got to put these bills first. Oh, we got to go out here and do whatever first. And we just have to remember to love ourselves first. So self-love is, you know, just the foundation. But the second thing I like to add is to to love yourself, you have to know yourself. So earlier on, I typed in there, know thyself, and a couple of other speakers touched on that. So self-discovery, ladies, I think take some time to decide who you are, to know who you are. So to know your worth, you have to know you. And I bring that up because nowadays so many people are concerned about how many Instagram followers they have and how many people are liking their posts and how many comments, is in the sidelines. And at the end of the day, none of that matters. How are you commenting on yourself? Who are you? So to love yourself, you need to know yourself. So self-discovery. And the last thing that I would touch on that I think is a pillar is the sisterhood. So as I mentioned before, it is possible to pour for that empty cup and give that cup away and not have anything left and be so depleted that you can't fill yourself up. And you may not even know how to fill yourself up. And that's when a community like we have right here, we need our sisters to pour into us. So sisterhood is so important, and so having someone mentioned earlier, having someone that maybe can celebrate your wins with you. I have a few business besties that's all we do is talk business, and we so happy for each other, and we constantly just, helping each other in each other's businesses because, that's our lifestyle, and we love that, but at the end of the day, sometimes you need this community of your sisters to come and support you. And so, one of the things that I like to mention is that, when you're going into your private space, whether you're meditating, whether you're praying, I think it's so important that you're taking that time for yourself. But you also need to think about, going out into the world and, being a sister for somebody else too, so it's not all about you. Like I said at the beginning of this, of my time, was that everything you go through, it ain't for you. It's to help somebody else. Okay. So don't keep it all to yourself. Okay. Because a sister out there needs you to share what you got and, use your discernment and what that is now. So again, just want to come back to that, the self-love piece. It's so important that you recognize that you are loved, to love yourself. You are worthy. And, I'm just so super excited. I don't know how much time I've used up so far. I'm checking my little timer here. Let's see. Oh, I got like 2 or 3 minutes left. So, again, I just want to kind of tie those two schools together. That I don't know if you guys remember that old school look good, feel good, but everything that look good ain't good. So, it's all about your perspective and how you walk out into the world. So I encourage you all to just kind of take a moment and look inside yourself to find your happiness and, put on your crown. I'm just going to hold mine, wear it proudly, and walk into the world and be the queen that you are called to be. So like I said, he doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called. Because when I tell you guys my personal story, I stepped into professional pageantry at 43 years old. I'm 5'2", over 200 pounds, natural hair. I would have never thought in life that my calling would be to be an international beauty queen. And the very first time I went out there, I got first runner-up. I didn't win the first time, but the experience of getting that sisterhood and learning about myself, because that was the first thing I had really done in a long time. That was about me. I wasn't fundraising for a charity or anything, but I learned about me, and I, went on this journey. And 4 years later, now I am an assistant director to a pageant system. And what I learned is, don't be tied to the outcome. Enjoy the journey. So in closing, everyone, I just encourage you to not be discouraged by the things that come your way. Just thinking of it as your training qualification training, because God has something great for you, and it's up to you to walk into that and answer the phone when he calls.
Mm-hmm. I love that, Sonia. I love that.
Yes, girl.
Nice. Very, very nice. There was something that you said. You said a lot of things that I liked.
I know. There's too much.
But it's not for you. You're in training. You're absolutely right about that. You don't know how many people your story can help because you failed forward, right? And you got back up, and you're being watched, and you don't know how that affects other people watching you. I thought that was really, really profound. That's good. That's awesome.
Yeah,
absolutely awesome. So where is my my beautiful co-host, Coach Donna?
Donna done dipped on you. Okay, I'm the new co-host. Come to the screen next week.